Welcome. I wanted to talk to you today about balance because my neighbor across the street, Frank, fell leaving California and broke his hip and has got a hip replacement. So he traveled back on the plane. He didn't know, in pain, and got back and went for an x-ray, and his hip was broken. Yeah. And he is very fit, and he's 68 and he's very active. He goes to the gym, he walks, but sometimes we trip. And no matter how fit we are, we fall. But sometimes we trip and we don't have to fall. Sometimes there's that moment where your body can catch up with what's happening and you can catch yourself and not end up on the ground. So what is it that helps us keep our balance? So there are several things. One is where our eyes are. Well, hopefully they're always in our heads, but I mean where our eyes are looking. So where you're looking is where your brain is. So if you're walking here, but looking there, talking to someone, you don't see what's on the ground, it's easy to trip. So vision is really important. Proprioception, which is knowing where your body is in space, which is part of your nervous system. It's how you know when your eyes are closed that your arm is reaching out to the side, even though you can't see it. So that's the proprioception. So your body knowing where it is in space is really important. And another thing is that your muscles and your joints are mobile so that you can react to catch yourself if a fall is happening. And lastly is the vestibular system, which I've just been learning about, which is part of your inner ear apparatus, which helps you maintain your balance. So it was very interesting what I learned. Mark, you might know more, that there are 3 canals that are semicircular and they have fluid in them and they're in different orientations. So one is more vertical, one is more horizontal, and one is kind of in between. And as your head moves, the fluid in the tubes move and send signals to a kind of holding tank for the fluid where there is cilia, little hairs. And depending on which tube is moving, because of which orientation your head is going in, that holding tank, cilia move, which sends message to your brain, the head is moving to the right, or the head is moving down, or the head is going this way and that way. So your vestibular system helps your brain know where your body is in space and what it's doing. So it's very important. But what happens often is as we get older, we begin to lose capacity for a lot of things. We begin to lose capacity in our muscles and our joints for a fast response. Sometimes with glaucoma, we lose a little bit of our cataracts vision. And with the vestibular system, by the time we're 75, we've lost 40% of the nerves. Bless you, all of you. Bless all of you.
She sneezed on the truth.
She sneezed on the truth. Yeah. So this is a physiological part of aging that is just a physiological part of aging. So what do? We sigh and we give up. No. We say, damn right, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to yoga and I'm going to move my body and I'm going to maintain my body like I maintain an old car. It needs more maintenance, but I'm going to maintain it so I continue with my quality of life. So one of the ways to do that is to keep moving your head, because a lot of times we end up in this one head position. We're sitting, we're watching TV, we're at the computer, we're driving. So it means moving your head down and up and left and right and tilting it side to side and twisting it so that this system gets stimulated. And the more stimulated it gets, the more it stays active and fresh and So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to work on balance by really paying attention proprioceptively to our feet and our legs. And then I'm going to give you more cues. So just moving the head around. We had a woman come in. She's a pediatric OT, and she came in to talk about stress and the science behind stress. And one of the things that she suggested is that when you go out for a walk, besides just looking down at where your feet are going, which you must do, depending on what the surface is. Like if you're walking out here on the bricks, you must look down because they're not even. But if you're on a asphalt flat surface and there's nothing, you look, there's nothing in front of you, you look up at the sky, look up at the trees, look over here, look over there. So you keep moving your head around while your body's doing something else. And that also is stimulating for the vestibular system. Right. So hands on your thighs, feet flat on the floor, on the ground. Yeah. Sit up tall, wiggle to the front edge of your chair so you're not supported at the back, but your back is supporting you. Sitting tall, let your eyes close for a moment. And take a few deep breaths, counting 4 to inhale, 8 to exhale. And as you're taking these slower, deeper breaths, notice how with your eyes closed, you can feel the soles of your feet on the floor. You can feel where your toes, the pads of your toes touch the floor, where your heels touch the floor. That's proprioception. You can feel your buttocks on the chair seat, the warmth of your hands resting on the top of your thighs. The way your chest and your torso expand and contract with each breath. Balance isn't just about physical balance and maintaining your balance as you move about, but balance is also an internal state, a state of mind, a state of emotion. The Sanskrit word for balance is sama, which means equal. Like an old-fashioned scale where you have 2 dishes and you have an equal amount of weight in each dish. And so the scale balances. Bring your breath now to balance. So 4 in and 4 out. And notice how attention to your breathing this way helps to create that internal balance. When there's internal balance, when we're mindful, when we're present, that helps with external balance. We know where our feet are going. We're paying attention. If we trip, we can catch ourselves. Sometimes. Take one more breath, 4 in, 4 out. And then join together your palms in front of your heart. We'll chant the sound Om 3 times to begin. Take a deep breath in. Om. 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 Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands back to your thighs. Slowly lower your chin to your chest. Slowly lift the head back up to center. Keep the eyes closed. And then lift the face to the ceiling, tilting your head back. Bring the head back to center. Bring again, chin down to chest. And you know it's there because of your vestibular system sending messages to your brain about what orientation your head is in space. Bring your head back up to center, open your eyes, and lift your gaze to the ceiling, your head to the ceiling, your face to the ceiling, tilting it back, and then bring it back to center. See if you can move your eyes and your head at the same rate. So it's not like you're looking down, then bringing your chin down, but as though your eyes are facing straight ahead, and then your head goes down and your eyes go down. And then your head comes up and your eyes go up with your head. They have adaptive headlights on cars now. So when you turn your steering wheel, your headlights turn. So imagine that your eyes are, which they are, adaptive, come back to center, and then turn your head to your right. Take your eyes with you at the same pace, eyes to the right. And then back to center, and head and eyes to the left. Morning, Lisa.
Morning, so sorry.
No problem. Back to center. We're talking about proprioception and balance. And then again, head and eyes to the right. And back to center. Head and eyes to the left. And back to center. So the vestibular system tracks one arch. One of these tubes tracks the up and down. One tube tracks the side to side. And one tube tracks leaning to the side. So take the right ear over towards the right shoulder and back to center. And then the left ear towards the left shoulder and back to center. And just go a couple times side to side. So though it seems like we're not doing much, we are stimulating the vestibular system and we're doing movements we don't do much in our normal course of day, or at least I don't do much. Don't know about you. And then bring the head back up to center. Good. Position the head on top of the spine. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Lace the fingers at the top. Turn your palms inside out. Press the palms away from you and up as high as they will go over your head. So just however much your shoulders will go, everybody's shoulders are different. You just take yours up, so you're stretching and reaching. And then with your proprioception, notice where your head is in space. Is your chin pulled forward? See if you can adjust it. And you just pay attention here. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Another deep breath in. Push the feet down into the floor. Stretch the palms towards the ceiling. And find balance, sama. And with your next exhalation, release the right hand down to the seat of your chair. Turn your left palm to your right. And then lean over to the side, to the right side. Turn your face down towards the floor to your right. Turn your face back to face me, and then up towards the ceiling. So again, moving your head forward, down towards the floor. And then one more time, up towards the ceiling. Sit all the way up, bring your right arm up, lace the fingers again, turn the palms again inside out. Pull the head of the arm bones back, the armpits back. Check where your head is in space, your proprioception knows. Lift your heels up off the floor. Come to your tippy tip toes. Put the balls of the feet down, keep the heels up. Put the heels down. Release the left hand to the chair on your left. Turn the right palm to your left. Lean over to the side. Take a breath in. Turn the head down to the floor, back to center, up towards the ceiling. Once again, forward, down towards the floor. Imagine doing this if you're out for a walk. Forward, up towards the ceiling. Good. Sit all the way back up. Reach your arms back up, lace your fingers, turn your palms inside out. Ground down through your sit bones. Lift up your toes. Spread them out. Lift up the balls of the feet so you're just on your heels. And then do a little tapping with your heels so you really feel them solidly on the ground as though you were walking, but you're really paying attention to your feet. Good. Come to stillness. Put the balls of the feet down. Flare out your toes as far as they will go. Put the toes down and release both hands to the sides of the chair. Roll your shoulders back, lift up through your chest. Add a little back bend so your face is facing the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and out. And then come back to center, release the hands to your thighs. So one of the other parts of the vestibular system is not just to know where your head is in space, left, right, up, down, side to side. It's also momentum. So you know how when you start your car, there's the momentum and you kind of pushed back a little bit, and then you find your equilibrium and you no longer feel the acceleration. So that's another part of your vestibular system, is to know your acceleration. So again, if you're in an elevator and you feel the up or you feel the down. So we have like little accelerometers inside, and we're going to use those and pay attention to them as we stand up. So step your feet back and in, look up, lead with your heart, lean forward, and then push down into the feet. So really feel solid in your feet. Lift up through your chest, feel a little bit of acceleration. I know, I'm just here to make sure. Together, yeah, yeah. So we're going to do the same movements with the head. If you would like to bring the chair in front of you to have something to hold on to, please do so. If you feel solid and steady in your balance on your 2 feet, then you can just rest your hands by your sides. So standing up tall, feel your feet on the floor. Turn your right foot 90 degrees out. And then squinch your toes and walk your foot forward like a caterpillar. And then walk your foot back, just scrunching your toes. So all of this is going to be helping our balance because it's increasing proprioception in the sole of the foot. Place your right foot back on the floor. I'm just going to move this so my Zoom friends can see. Turn your left foot out and then walk your toes forward. And then walk your toes back. And then turn your foot back to center. Lift up your heels. So come to your toes. Put the heels back down. Rock back a little bit and lift up the toes and the balls of the feet. So you're just on your heels. Put the rest of the foot back down. Lift up the heels again. And then heels down, toes and ball up. So just balancing on the back of your heels. One hand off the chair. Other hand. And then you could try no hands or not. And the point is that you're practicing, not that you're nailing it, but that you're practicing. Put the feet down, all the feet down. Get heavy in your feet. Yeah. Okay. Step your right toes out to the right. Feel the weight solid in your left foot. So really, your weight's in your left foot and the right toes are just like a little tripod stand holding you steady. Stand tall, breathe in. Bring your chin down to your chest. Lift your chin up. Look towards the ceiling. Chin back down to chest, slowly. Try not to bend everything over, just move at the neck. Marty, see if you can stand up taller. Yeah. And then one more time, back up towards the ceiling and back to center. Lift up both arms. Lean towards your right, over towards your right foot, but keep all the weight in your left foot. Inhale, come back up to center. Lean over towards your left. Look down towards the floor. Look towards me. Look up towards the ceiling. Look straight ahead again. Bring yourself back up. Keep the arms up. Shift the weight more solidly into your left foot and lift up the right toes. And then put them back down. And if you want to hold on to the chair, put one hand on the chair. Lift up the right toes, put them back down. Lift up the right toes, put them back down. Put the whole right foot down, put the right arm down, put everything down. Take a breath. And then feel your weight into your feet. Stand tall. Take a breath in. Step your left toes out to the left. And then really focus on sending your weight down into your right foot. So from the core of your pelvis down into your right foot, from the core of your pelvis up through your spine. The left toes are light. Inhale your arms up. And if you want to keep a hand on the chair, keep one hand on the chair. Lean to your left. Inhale back to center. Lean to your right. Good job, Marty. Inhale back to center. Good. Lift the toes up off the floor. Put them back down. Lift toes up off the floor and back down. You just do a quick tap, toes up and toes down. Yeah. Yeah. So you're just practicing having the weight all on one leg. And then both hands down, both feet down, bend out your knees, shake out your knees. Good. Take a breath. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Push down into your feet. Feel your feet. Scrunch your toes into the mat like you were going to lift up the mat with your toes. And then spread your toes out really wide on the mat. Breathe out and bend forward, hands to the chair seat or the chair back if that works better for you. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, without bending your back, just tilt your head so you're looking down at the chair seat or maybe the chair back or maybe into your belly. And then turn your head to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Turn your head back to center. Look over the left shoulder. Turn the head back to center. Bend your right knee. Keep the left leg steady and strong on the floor, on the ground. Push your hips a little bit to the left so you feel a stretch through the back of your left leg and the outer hip. Turn your head to the left. Back to center and to the right. Back to center. Bend the left knee, stretch the right leg straight. Push the left hip to the left. Both feet on the floor. Turn the head to the right. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. Straighten both legs. Lift the head, look forward. Reach the right arm forward. Lower the right arm. Lift the left arm forward. Lower the left arm. Lift the right arm forward again. Look underneath your right arm. Lower the right arm. Lift the left arm. Look underneath your left arm. Back to center, hand down. Get really solid on your right leg. Step the left foot back, rest on your tiptoes. Left foot back. Step the left foot across and to your right behind you. And then out to the left. Rest on the toes. Yeah. Over to the right behind you. And then back over to the left. Bring the foot back to center. Land into your left foot, solid and strong. Step the right toes back, left toes back. The other toes. Swing them over to your left. And then back behind you to your right. It's like a curtsy. And back over to your left. And over to your right. Back to center. Bring yourself back up to stand. Stand solid on your 2 feet. Take a deep breath in. Feel your feet on the ground. You know, and then we've got shoes, which distance us from feeling our feet on the ground too. But whatever you can do, so these are the 3 things. Feel your feet and your legs, proprioception. Use your eyes. Stimulate your vestibular system. Maybe not when you're walking, or when you're walking, but just not always stationary in one plane, looking straight ahead. Inhale, reach your arms to the ceiling. And exhale, bend forward and down. Bring your hands again to the chair seat. I'm just going to pull that back a little. Can we get the feet on the mat?
Sure.
Yeah, just so it won't slide. Yeah. Okay. Step your right toes back behind you. I got it. Lift your right leg up in the air.
Whoops.
Put the right toes back down. Everybody okay on Zoom? Lift the right toes back up. Back down. And back up. Hold here. Tone your belly muscles. Stay steady. Get the weight into your right hand. Take your left arm forward if you want, or keep the hand on the chair seat. Take another breath. Bring the left hand down. Bring the right foot down. Step the left toes back. 2 straight legs. Lift the left leg up. Bring it back down. Lift the left leg up again. Keep your belly muscles working. Bring it back down. And again, left leg up. Hold here. Maybe extend the right arm, maybe not. Take a breath in and out. And exhale, bring the hand down, bring the left leg down, and bring yourself up to stand. Take a deep breath in. Let go of the chair and feel your weight on your 2 feet. Notice where your head is in space. Feel your whole body from the soles of your feet and your toes to the crown of your head. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend forward and down. Get steady into your legs, into your left foot. Step your right toes back. Lift your right leg up. Open it out to the right. So you're going to turn your foot as you take the leg out to the right. Bring it back to center and put it down. Anchor into your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Take it out to the left. Bring it back to center. Bring the foot down. Lift the right leg up. Open it out to the right. Bring it back to center. Hold it there. Turn your head to your right. Back to center. Head to your left. Back to center. Put the right foot down. Lift the left leg up. Open it out to the left. Bring it back to center. Turn your head to the left, to center, to the right, to center, foot down. Bring yourself up to stand. Doing great. So there's a yoga hybrid pose that looks like this. I'm going to show you without the chair, and then we'll do it with the chair, just so it's easier for you to see. It's called a curtsy squat. And it goes like this. The knees bend, and one leg goes behind. Do I not look like I'm curtsying? And then back up. So, a curtsy to you all. Yes, a curtsy. So we're going to do that with the chair. Okay. Find your breath. Find your feet on the ground. Find your inner equilibrium. Then bend both knees. Shift the weight into the right leg. And extend the left leg behind and to the right. Bring the left foot back. Bend the knees. And right foot over to the left. And then back. First side again. Bend and curtsy. And back to center. I always wanted to be a princess. Bend and curtsy. Which would mean people would be curtsying to me, but yeah, okay. Okay, bend and curtsy. And back to center. Bend and curtsy. Yeah, okay, back to center, great. So we're gonna do a couple more times, and this time you have the option to keep both hands on the chair, take one hand off the chair, take both hands off the chair, up to you. You know what's best for you. But you're practicing proprioception, knowing where your body's in space, where your head is in space, using your eyes to stay present. Okay, ready? Take a breath in. Bend. Weight into the right foot. Left foot back into the right. Curtsy, one hand or no hands. Back to center. Keep your knees bent and go to the other side. Yeah, good. And back to center. And first side again. Back to center. See a lot of royalty in the room. Over to the other side. Back to center. One more time each side. Last time. Yes. And it's in the transition that you most need to pay attention. And back to center. Good. Oh, you want, okay, one more. Everybody wants to do one more. Nice. Okay, straighten the legs. Release the arms, come standing, and just take a few breaths. Somewhat aerobic. When we walk, when we move, we only have one foot on the ground. So it's practicing that one foot action and then tripping. That's so important. And then, you know, you're going to trip. We all trip. I fall down. So it's like the trip starts to happen. Then your brain feels where your head is going in space. Oh, it's not supposed to be going there. And then your muscles and your joints get on board to correct, to catch you, hopefully. But that's why we practice. So everything we do here, practicing, keeps the body strong so that you can react. You have the mobility, and you have the strength to catch yourself and not fall. Nobody wants a broken hip. Okay, good. All right. So inhale, arms back up. Exhale, bend forward, hands again to the chair. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, you can lean your ribs on the chair back and maybe take your forearms down to the chair seat and just rest your head down any amount. And take a breath in and out. Another breath. Bring yourself back up, all the way to stand. And we're going to sit. We're going to do a little core strengthening. So again, sit at the edge of your chair. And cross your hands so you're reaching for your opposite shoulders. Keep your back straight. And then lean straight back. Hover just above the chair back. And then bring yourself back up. Yeah, good, Beryl. And again, hinge back. And bring yourself back up. And keep going. Now, if you feel like you could go further back, you can sit sideways on your chair. And you can go further back and up. So whatever, just options. Using your core. Your core is so important for balance, for helping us stay upright. 3 more. Nice, Lisa. It's good, Wendy. She's even doing it with a smile. Come back up to center. Take the hands to the back of your head. So here's for our vestibular system and our core. Left elbow down towards the right knee. Inhale up, right elbow towards the ceiling. Left elbow down towards the right knee. And then right elbow up and twist open. And a few more. Using the oblique abdominals on the side of your waist to take you up and down. Twisting and turning, keeping the spine lubricated, all the joints in the back lubricated. Last time. Come to center. Relax your arms down. We will do the other side in just a moment. Lift up your right heel. Lift up your right leg. Then do a few tip taps. Tip tap out to the right. And back in. And back out to the right again. Strengthening the hip flexors and the quads. Back to center. And one more time out to the right. And back to center. Put the right foot down. Take a breath. Find your samma, your equilibrium. Lift up your left heel. And tap your left toes to the left. And back to center. Keep your belly toned. And out again to the left. And back to center. One more time, left. And center. And foot down. feel your feet on the ground. So I have my feet on the mat and part of my feet are on the wood, and I can feel the difference in the texture and in the temperature of what's under my feet. The mat's warmer, the wood's colder. Simply paying attention to whatever you notice. Hands to the back of your head. Sit up tall. Press your head into your hands. Right elbow towards the left knee. And then inhale and left elbow towards the ceiling. Right elbow towards the left knee. Inhale up and open. Elbow to knee. Open. 2 more. And back to center. Release the hands. Extend both legs out. Pull your toes up off the floor. Wiggle right to the very edge of the chair. Just short of falling off. And you can hold underneath, or you can bring your hands to your thighs. Sit tall, and then lean forward until you feel a stretch in the back of your legs, and your legs are straight. Bring your chest more forward. Turn your head to your right, to center, to your left, to center. Again to the right, center, and left, center. Hold there. Point your right toes towards the floor. Then your left toes towards the floor. And then back and forth like you were pedaling, right and left, reaching the toes down. One more. Hinge forward again, stretching the back of the legs, keeping your flexibility, the flexibility and mobility to make a good save. And then bring yourself back up. Step your feet back in on the floor. We're going to stretch the hip. I'm going to give you 2 options. One is ankle over knee. If this feels like it's too much for your hip, then stretch out the leg and do ankle over shin. So whichever you prefer, cross your right ankle over your knee or over your shin. Lift up tall. Breathe in. Lean forward. And breathe into any tightness that you feel in your hip. Tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Bring your head up to center and your left ear towards your left shoulder. Head to center, to the right, center, and to the left, and center. Uncross your right foot. And when you're ready, go to the second side, cross the left ankle, either over the knee or over the shin. And then hinge forward any amount to engage a stretch in your hip. And take your awareness into whatever sensations you're feeling. The more we open up the body, the more mobility we have. Turn your head to the left. And then left ear towards the left shoulder. Chin to chest. Turn your head to your right. Right ear towards the right shoulder. This is complex movements. The neck does so many interesting things. Chin to chest. Look to your left. Left ear towards the left shoulder. chin to chest. Look to your right ear towards the right shoulder. Back to center, uncross. Cup your knees with your hands. Do a few cat-cow breaths, moving your spine. As you finish one or two more, I'm going to meditate for our last couple of minutes. I'm going to sing to you. So take a steady, upright seat. Get steady on your chair. If you want to shift back, shift back. Close your eyes. Anchor down into your feet. Close your eyes and open your ears, your outer ears, your middle ears, your inner ears. Let the vibration of the sound soothe and massage and balance your vestibular system. Chaya, Shantaya, Niralambaya, Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya, Gurave, Satchidananda Murtaye, Nishprapanchaya. Take a deep breath in, and a long, slow breath out. And join your palms together in front of your heart. And take a moment to honor the beautiful way in which your body functions, the beautiful way in which you're able to move, to balance, to catch yourself, to live a full and beautiful life. We'll chant one Om to close. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Bye, Zoom friends.